detected. Hostile restore hive detected. Communication relay offline. Reactor unstable. Emergency lockdown protocols activated. 15 minutes lockdown.
Magnetic containment failure. Elevated threat on EMP discharge.
Yo, what's up, agents? How y'all doing? Hope everybody's hanging in there, being as safe as you guys need to be. No, I have not turned to the dark side and gone completely Destiny 2. The last few weeks, I think 3 weeks or so now, I have been farming up Refactor gear set, trying to get a complete set with skill damage on it. RNG has not been in my favor. As some of you guys may know, this Refactor gear set is an odd one, as everything on the left side, meaning the mask, the chest, and the holster, all roll with skill tier as the core attribute, but the backpack, the gloves, and the knees, the right column, all rolls with armor core. So in order to do a skill build, we got to, of course, get skill damage as that minor attribute on all three of those pieces. The game just did not want to give it to me. Hopefully you guys have had better luck. I've done over 20 runs of the countdown, so many runs of the summit. It's, I don't know. Anyway, I think the Refactor is a wonderful gear set. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I hope you guys have checked it out. I imagine any of you skill build guys have already delved into it a little bit. What I want to talk about today is just the set, what it does, and the things that I plan on testing over the next few weeks. All right, so what does the Refactor do? The 2-piece gives us 15% status effects. 3-piece bonus, 25% skill damage. 4-piece bonus gives us the Return to Sender perk, which effectively any damage that our skills do heals us and our teammates. Those percentages are 10% ourselves, 20% to anybody on our team. Now there is the chest piece, which has the increased interest talent on it. This will buff that percentage by 15%. So we will be healed for 25% of the damage that our skills do. Our team will be healed for 35% of that. There's also the backpack to take into account. This comes with the over-engineered talent. This is a solo talent, meaning it only affects us personally. But what that does, anytime you're at full armor, any additional healing that you would receive gets tacked on as bonus armor, up to 80% of your maximum armor. The cool thing about this, it does not seem to have a duration, meaning if you end an encounter, you don't fast travel or anything like that, that bonus armor will carry over with you to the next engagement. So pretty cool there, but note that while this gear set is specifically like a team support medic sort of build, this perk is only for yourself. Quickly, before moving on, I do want to talk quickly about that chest talent, where it ends up healing us more. While that seems pretty powerful, I believe that something like Glass Cannon or Kinetic Momentum, depending on what sort of build you're running, may net you more healing by means of doing more damage. Maybe it's a little less healing, but you're also doing more damage to the enemy at the time. Anytime I have to choose between more damage or healing, I'm probably going to go for the damage, particularly when the more damage equals more healing. All right, now let's talk about what sort of combinations that I'm going to be looking at doing. So the Ninja Bike is probably going to be the number one candidate for builds, as the resourceful talent will allow me to only run 3 pieces of Refactor to get the 4-piece bonus, and then run either 2 brand sets on top of that to net 4 additional bonuses, or maybe 2 of the same piece to net 3-piece bonus. Probably get more bang out of the buck using 2 different brand sets in combination with the Ninja Bike. Now, a good runner up to that, maybe even more powerful, who knows, would be the Momentum Backpack, which will yield us long-term weapon damage, long-term armor regen, and long-term skill damage, as well as the short-term bonuses will net us even more weapon damage, will net us bonus armor. So the Memento will give us bonus armor somewhat in line with what the backpack would give us from the Refactor set. But the thing is, this is a much more powerful bonus, would last much longer. And both the Ninja Bike and the Momentum, of course, have all 3 weapon, armor, and skill tier as their cores. So you get that bonus with both those 2. Another thing I'm going to look at is a waveform, because it's the number 1 largest skill damage bonus we can get into the holster slot. It doesn't take any activation, it's just happening. So more damage is more damage. And then another thing I'm looking at trying is Sawyer's knee pads. This would be in the idea of an AFK sort of base build, where you just kind of set your agent up in a team. You set them up in the most advantageous position to overwatch a battlefield, just do as much damage as possible, and not have to worry about explosions or anything like that knocking you from out of cover. So again, AFK build, probably not something most people are going to want to use, but I do want to check out how efficient that is. Okay, let's move on, quickly talk about the brand sets. The first are 3 brand sets that directly contribute to the amount of damage you do, which will then directly contribute to the amount of healing you do. Wyvern, the 1 piece will give you the 8% skill damage. 2-piece bonus will get you the status effect bonus on top of that. Hana-Yu, 1 piece will get you 10% skill haste. The 2nd piece bonus will get you that 10% skill damage. And then Empress International, the 1-piece bonus will give you the 10% skill health. 2-piece bonus will get you that 10% skill damage. This has been the combination that I've been running for the most part with the Refactor, is to run the Ninja Bike, 3-piece Refactor, and then the Empress International Caesar's Guard skilled chess piece, and then Hana-Yu. Next, you got the survivability. You can look at either the Palisades or the Bellstone Armory. Palisades 1 piece will net you the 10% armor on kill, and 2-piece bonus will get you that 60% health. Bellstone, the 1 piece bonus will get you 1% armor regen per second. 2-piece bonus will net you that 10% armor on kill. 2 other pieces I want to mention is, so we have the new Shiny Monkey. The 1 piece will give you 15% skill duration. The 2 piece will net you 5% skill efficiency. So this would work in a lot of different builds. The primary area I think the Shiny Monkey will benefit us would be status effect builds, and that new Shiny Monkey grease set of knee pads very well may work its way into builds. And then on the other end of it, talking about named items, with the Brazo de Arquebus, we have the Picaro's Holster. Picaro's Holster did get a nerf a little while ago. 15% weapon damage, went down to 10% weapon damage, but still a legitimate choice. The 1 piece will net you the 10% skill haste. 2-piece bonus will net +1 skill tier. This means you could swap it up and add an extra weapon or armor core to your build somewhere.
Get on that helo.
Yo, what's up, agents? So it's last minute Maya here. This was totally in the script. I forgot to mention it. I'm totally planning on doing a demolitionist explosive build using the Refactor as well. So I quickly I didn't forget about China Light, which the 1 piece will give us 15% additional explosive damage, which is a multiplier on top of all the other damage we do. The 2 piece will give us 20% skill haste, so that's a chunk of skill haste right there. There's also the Grupo Sombra. The 1 piece will give us 13% crit hit damage, but much more importantly, the 2 piece will net us 20% explosive damage. So that's 35% with these 2 pieces. If you go with the Demolitionist specialization, that's 10% additional right there. So you could net yourself a 1.45 multiplier to all your damage on an explosive build, utilizing the China Light or the Grupo Sombra. All right, I just wanted to get that in there before somebody called me out on forgetting that. All right.
See you. Helo inbound.
All right, the last thing to note is you may want to swap in one of the weapon-based brand sets, Fenris for AR damage, Araldis for the marksman rifle, Petrov for LMG, things like that. So, that's something to take into account too if you want to be using this build, but still being effective with a weapon. As far as weapons go, it should be no surprise. Capacitor's probably going to be the best in slot for almost every build. With status effect builds, you know, you'll probably do something with perpetuation. All right, guys, I'm going to try to keep the video short. We're going to cut it off right there. Those are the main staples of what I'm trying. Do me a favor, if you find this interesting, entertaining, learn something new, smash that like button, would be greatly appreciated. Hopefully by now I've earned your guys' subscriptions. Best thing you can do to help my channel is to share this video. And any comments, anything that you guys specifically want to see, anything you think I've missed, anything you guys believe I should try out that I didn't mention, leave those comments down below. All right, you agents, be as safe as you need to be out there, and we will check you all in the dark zone. Peace out, everybody.
Now, you just need to destroy the magnetic core. You should be fine.
System malfunctioning. System restored. Hostile bombardier drone detected. Rogue agent eliminated.